So now we'll be learning about how you can create different kind of shapes, and we'll be starting it right away. So here, as I do have this, now what we'll be learning about. So now here, let's start working with the shapes, like how we can actually create some shapes like circle, rectangle shape, and square. So let's see, and let's get started. So first, we'll go here, okay? Just underneath the path selection tool, I do have the shape tool options. Here you can see I do have my ellipse tool, and the shortcut key for that is U. And once I right click on my mouse, here you can see I do have the rectangle tool, the ellipse tool, the triangle tool, polygon tool, line tool, and if I want to custom any particular shape, I can do that as well. Okay, so let me start with an ellipse tool here. Okay, and before that, what I'll do is I'll come here on the fill option, and I'll just change colors. Okay, I will give it a color according to my wants. So what color will be better here? So let me take, yeah, this color. And now I'll be creating a ellipse or a circle here. Okay, I'll just cut this particular one, and I'll delete this one as well. From here, I'll come here, then I'll delete this particular layer. I'll click on yes. Okay, so you guys can see I do have my particular ellipse here. Okay, and I can transform it according to the way I want. Okay, so here in this case, what I'm going to do is I'll select this particular layer. Then after that, I will come here on the edit option. And from the edit option, I can come here. As you can see, I do have the option called like transform path. So I'll click on scaling. So from here, I can basically scale the size. As you can see, I can basically scale. And if I just press on Shift and Alt, and now if I try to increase the shape, you can see here that there is a uniform way that the circle or the ellipse is increased, like it's increasing from the center. So as you guys can see, so I'll just move it a little bit on this side. Okay, so I'll keep it somewhere here, and yeah, so I'll come here. So as you can see, I do have my one circle here, and uh this is how we can actually put this one here. Okay, now I have showed you guys how we can actually or normally create a circle. So now let's see how you can create a star. So first I'll select my polygon tool. Okay, so after selecting the polygon tool, as you can see here, or once I create a polygon, okay, so here I do have the size here. Okay, so from here I can increase the size, and if I click on enter, okay, I can do it from here. Otherwise, first I will just delete this one. Okay, so from this one, I'll come here, I'll delete this layer, got yes. I'll come here again, that I don't select anything. And from here, I can also set radius of my rounded corners. And from here, as I have told you guys, I can just select like how many sides will I have here. Okay, So here, let me come again. Okay, so I'll be selecting the polygon tool. And now let's try to create a polygon here. And let's check the round here from here. Okay. So for creating stars, I told you I do have the option here. I'll come to this setting button here and I will click on the smooth star indents. And here I can select like how many sides I want. Okay, so I can just decrease it like this. Otherwise, I can type it manually. So I'll just put on 7. Okay, I don't want to align the edges. Select, this is already selected. I want to particularly select a different color here. Okay, so from here, I'll be just choosing a white color at first. Okay, so let me select a white color and I'll just create a star, kind of like this. Okay, uh, I'll just delete this layer, that layer number 2, and with the use of my move tool, I can move it around anywhere I want. Okay, so here, I hope you guys have understood this. And yes, if I want to make or combine any two designs here, suppose I want to make another design or I want to make anything as such from here. Okay, so to make a triangle, what I'm going to do is, okay, now I do have a particular triangle and the color is white. So here if I want to join this particular shape, so in that case what I'm going to do is I'll select this one and also the triangle. Okay, like I do have the triangle here as well as this one, and from here actually I can select both of this at the same time and I can just combine. Okay, so as I do have two layers here, so as I have told you guys, I can select the triangle as well as this polygon. I can come here on this option or I can come to this layer option. So from this layer option, actually we can group these both the layers. Okay, so once we group the layers, it will become one. Okay, and it will be moving as one. So now as you can see, if I just move this particular object, it moves as one. Okay, so I'll just go back to its normal position. Now again, it's different. Okay, so I'll just select this particular triangle and I will delete this layer because right now I don't want this particular layer here. Okay, so well, now what I want to do is I want to create a rectangle box here, or I want to use it as a type box. So in that case, what I'm going to do is, again, I'll come to this box here. I'll choose the rectangle tool. And from here, I'll be creating a box here. And what I'll do is with my move tool, I will just adjust the positioning of this. And now I have this rectangle. So suppose I do have so many rectangles, so many star, so many circles in my particular framing. So in that case, I can just rename each and everything just by double clicking from here. And as you can see, once I double click, I do have this option here where I can just deselect this whole name and rename each and every layers from here. And here I do have the option of locking. If I don't want to see, I can just click on this icon on the left corner of my layering. Okay, so now, okay, now we're here. So I will just select this. And now what I'm going to do is I will come here in this particular option. So I do have the fill, it's in white color. If I want to change the fill color, I can come here and I can change the fill color accordingly. So I'll just take black, and now I do have this. And here, as you can see, I do have the option if I just want to smoothen the edges, but I don't want to smoothen the edges, so I'll just keep it like that itself. Okay, I can decrease or increase the size from here, like I can actually transform this particular thing from here as well. Okay, and now what I can do is I can change the stroke as well from here. Okay, so first I need to select this one and I can change it accordingly. And here, as you can see, I have linked the shape of the width and the height. I can also change that as well. So here under the properties option, I do have all this. And also under appearance, I do have some options here, which I'm going to show you guys. Okay. Like here, you can see, particularly, I can actually change the radius of each corner, like individually. Okay. Suppose I want to change the radius of this particular corner and this particular corner, and I do want to change the particular corners of this one. I can do that as well. So for that, first we need to just unlink this one. Okay. So if I come here and if I change, you will be able to see that there is changes. And I'll again go to that option again here. So I'll go to the pixel layering, transform. So there you can see if I am just moving this particular thing, only one side of this corner radius is changing. So the same way I'll be choosing this corner as well. So the same way uh, I'll be doing this one. Okay, this corner as well. And individually I'll keep this one and this particular one a little bit sharper. Okay, now you guys can view there is a slight change here. Okay, on my this appearance here, as you can see here, this one is 0 0, and again I'll just go back the way it was. Okay, so from here, if I link or if I unlink, if I want to link together, I can do that. If I want to unlink, I can do that as well. So here, I hope you guys have got an idea of how we can actually link or delink this. Let me create a nice shape here. Okay. So here I have created a shape here. Okay. And now what I want to do is as it's too black or it's too dark, I want to change the opacity, like the transparency. I want to change the transparency. So in that case, what I'm going to do is I'll select my particular layer here. And here you can see the option as opacity. So from here, I can just decrease the opacity. Okay, I have selected the whole frame, but I don't want to change the opacity of my whole frame. I just want to change the opacity of my particular rectangle box here. Okay, so I'll keep it somewhere around 73. Okay, so I have selected 73 or 75, something like that. 75. Okay, so yeah, this is fine now. So here you can see the level of opacity here. Okay, here as you can see, I do have the 75 opacity. Now it's not totally dark. You do have a transparent thing out here. Okay, like you guys can see the other side as well. So here I can fill it out with text or anything as such if I want. So it totally depends on me right now. So here I have selected this particular shape which I have created here. So in this I want to create a different one, okay? Like I want to create a duplicate layer of this. So in that case, I'll come here, I'll right click here, and what I'll do is I'll duplicate layer. Okay, so here you can see I can name it as anything as I want. Okay, so I'll just name it as how it is, polygon 1 copy, and I'll click on OK. So here you can see I do have my polygon 1 here and my polygon 1 copy here. Okay, so this the copy part is on top of the uh, main shape here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the shape of this one, okay? But in this case, now if I'm not holding onto shift, then it doesn't change it properly, okay? So in that case, what I will be doing is I'll come here, okay? I can also rotate this if I want, but yeah, this is fine for me. And now as I have selected the move tool, okay, so here if I want to just increase the size from its shift center, what I can do is I can click on shift and alt, then try to increase the size. You can see the size will increase or decrease accordingly, okay? So here I can see now it's kind of in the center, but I also want to view the original part, like not the copy one. I want to also view this. So in that case, what I'm going to do is I can change the opacity, okay? And here, okay, I'll be selecting this one and I can bring it in the center, okay? And I can basically group both of this. Okay. So what I'll be doing is I'll just click on this and this, and I will click right here, and I can click on link layers. So here, I have linked. Okay, like I have selected this layer as well, but I don't want to link this one here. Okay, then I'll go back in. So I don't want to link this one. I just want to link both of this. So here again, I'll link layers. So here I can just move this one particularly from here. and individually as well. If I want to change any colors, I can do that as well. Okay, so here you can see I can also change the width or the size. Okay, from here, the sharpness I can change. So I'll just go back of how it was before. And yes, I do have a shape here. As you can see, I have created a shape. And the same way, if I want to create another layer of this one, so what I'm going to do is I will come here, click on this one, and from here I will click on this duplicate layer option. And here, as you can see, I do have the ellipse one copy. So I'll click on OK. So here you can see I do have the ellipse one copy here. Okay. Then in that case, what I'm going to do is I will just put it somewhere here and I will change the fill color. So once I change the fill color, you guys will be able to understand the difference quite properly. Okay. So here I do have this one. Okay, this one was on top, so I should not change the color of this one. This one should remain this color, but I will change the color of this one, like the first layer here. Okay, so let me readjust the shape as I want. Okay, just to give it a good look. So as you can see, there is a blend here. Like I do have two layers. The background layer is in blue. On the top, this particular layer is in a slight pinkish or reddish color. So here I have basically shown you guys how we can actually duplicate layers, how we can change the opacity as well, how we can create different type of shapes. So in next class, or just right after this lesson, we are going to learn like how we can basically use different type of color themes, okay? Like different color themes, how we can use. And in the same project, I'll be showing you guys how we can actually create text, how we can text wrap, and how we can follow a line or a circle in Photoshop. So now I hope you guys are clear till this much, like what are the different ways that we can actually use these shapes, okay? Like different ways to use shape, duplicating the shape, putting color in that again, okay? Also changing the corner radius of particular shapes. Here I have shown you in the rectangle as well as in this particular shape here. So now let's move on to like how we can actually use